Okay, good morning. We're going to do another one. We're going to talk about Fast Five. Wow, that's a unique title for this one. Okay, this one, they're stealing cars off a train, and they ended up having problems because the train and people are trying to arrest them on the train, so they steal a GT40. A Ford GT40, and they take it to a shack up in the top of the hills. The DEA agent Hobbs is after them. That's the one that's giving them all the problems. And they figure out they've been burned and all kinds of fun stuff. They take the chip out of the car, and they figure out that it's a drug list, and they get arrested. Hobbs finds them because they put a tracker on his car, and yeah, it turns out to be a pretty good movie. I kind of like it. This one's full of action. They did a good job with this, and they tore up the town. They broke down walls. They towed a safe across the country, and it turned out to be a real good, really, really good movie. Lots of action, lots of deceit. A couple love stories. This one, Brian O'Connor is in it. So, you know, they took down the drug lord, and they broke him, and it turned out to be a pretty good. They had all the crew there. They burned $100 million in cash, and to get the drug lord to put all of his stuff into one thing. It turned out to be a really good movie. I kind of like this one, so you're going to have to get it and watch it to be sure that I'm selling the right story. But these movies are difficult to keep up with when you're watching the whole series at one time. But it turned out to be a pretty good little movie. I wished I was doing this as I was getting them. It'd been better. But yeah, they ended up tearing the town up with the Dodge Chargers and the safe and all the other fun stuff. So they ended up Hobbs joining the crew and breaking down the walls and all that stuff. The big, heavy four-wheel drive armored truck that they used in this one, that was good. So it turned out to be a movie that I would definitely recommend. The special effects were pretty good. They did a real good job with this one. And wouldn't you know it, they distributed this one with Universal Pictures. They had One Race Films and a couple others involved. The release date was April 15th, 2011 in London. April 29th, 2011 in the United States. It ran for 133 minutes. It was Japan and the United States is where the categories for it were released. And then where they made it, I guess. It was English. They spent $125 million on this one, and they got it to box office 626.1 million. So, like I said, I like this movie, and it did a pretty good job. If you can't do a movie that good, then most of Hollywood's not doing that right now. Anyway, so take care. We're going to call this one the end, and